What is going on, Gold Squad? Welcome back to the GGBL. 4 games winning streak for the Pittsburgh Hammers. Take a look at that. 6-4 Carolina, 12-10 over Oklahoma, 6-0 over Oklahoma. 4-game winning streak, and in this series alone, 16 earned runs, .299 batting average. They are just killing it offensively. They also won 8-6 in game number 3 of this series. So it's safe to say, I mean, they got one more game. This is it. Oklahoma is on the verge of being swept. They're going to be turning to their 5-0 pitcher, Corbin Martin. I think I like their chances, right? 5-0 at this point in the season. We're heading into May now. We've played 1 month of baseball. I think what he's doing on the mound is working for him. So far, base hit here for Bo Bichette. And then the 2 Toronto Blue Jay former teammates, now turned teammates here in Pittsburgh, team up to put the first runs up on the board. That's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with a 2-run shot, and that one actually didn't have a lot of exit velo, but it carried just enough to get deposited over the fence for a 2-run jack. Speaking of jack, wow, I did not even script that, guys. Jack Riddle, 5.88 ERA, only 2-1, so he's getting a lot of no decisions here in his first couple starts, but that ERA is not too good, so maybe he's got to try to turn this thing around in this game here, see if he can get on to May on the right foot. So far, Mookie Betts, base hits, with Merrifield, base hits, with 1 down. He's going to strike out Spencer Torkelson. That's going to be out number 2, but Jack Riddle's first strikeout of the game now. Dwight Smith Jr. hitting .280. Didn't look like it there on that swing. Flail job. Jack Riddle with the 2 strikeouts in that inning, and now it looks like he's got the strikeout pitch working for him. That's going to be another K. Let's jump here to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and we've got a long fly ball. Deep to left, curving. Gonna find itself over the wall. That's Whit Merrifield, 354. Wow, 354 feet. That's not a prototypical home run distance, I don't think, you know. Maybe I'm thinking of things wrong. But I'm so used to the GGBL, people just hitting these 420, 430-foot bombs all the time, you know. 350 is like line drive-ish. Let's take a look and see what this distance was. 369 for Spencer Torkelson, number 10 on the season. So Oklahoma starting to figure out Jack Riddle here. Now we got a tie game here, bottom 3rd, and we got Smith Jr. going to strike out again. So he's got his number at least, but Riddle does give up the lead. It is now 2-2. Brett Phillips, a supercharged player at MLB The Show 22, if you guys have been paying attention to that. This, of course, is in MLB 21. But he's going to strike out. Jack Riddle's got, again, his strikeout pitch working for him here, as that's his 7th of the game. Still 2-2. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., another man on base, and Smith Jr. giving chase. He leaps up at the wall, but it is gone. Vladdy, number 2. 373 feet. That's kind of more like a home run distance to me. I'd have to do more research and see what the average distance is, but I would be pretty shocked if it was around 350. Average 350. But I digress. 4-2 here. Elrod Grayson. So back-to-back custom pitchers here for Pittsburgh getting an appearance today, and he's got a job to do. He's got a lead to protect. With a runner on base, home runs have been flying all over the ballpark. We'll see what happens. He's going to strike out Spencer Torkelson again. Kind of funny, right? Elrod got him once. Jack Riddle got him once. But for a guy that struck out twice so far in this game, Smith Jr. against Jack Riddle, he struck out twice. He gets a home run off of Elrod. It's kind of funny to me. Just a little bit of a interesting dynamic there between both custom pitchers. Like to compare those guys. We got ourselves a 4-3 ball game, a home run by Dwight Smith Jr. And here's a nice toss across the timing by Bo Bichette. And for a big man, Honberger is moving down the line. Gave himself a hard 90. But there's a nice play there from 3rd base over to Vladdy. Going to get the 2nd out of the inning. After a runner on base here, I think it was a walk or a hit. Either way, runner on base. And Xander Pollock makes an incredible play. Again, he was known for his defense out in Philadelphia. So this is a guy that came over last season in a trade. And he didn't have to move states. Just change jersey colors, but everything's the same here from Xander Pollock. Bottom 7, Luis Garcia gets into this one. It is a no-doubt home run off of Elrod Grayson. He's given up 2 home runs to Oklahoma, and now they're back in it. Tie ball game, 4-4. Pittsburgh, after what looked like they were going to be dominating this game with the offensive output that they had, Vladdy's got 2 home runs. Got a couple other guys like Goosey Things, right? And now they've got Oklahoma tied up. Mookie Betts here, bottom 7. He's going to lift this thing all the way out to center field. That's going to definitely get into the gap, all the way to the wall. Throw comes in. That's Brett Phillips. Strong throw here to Bichette, the cutoff man. And now we've got Dwight Smith Jr. here again in a clutch spot. Let's see what he can do. That's going to be a base knock. Here comes the throw from center field. Brett Phillips, let's see if they can get this throw on time. It is on time and on the money. Time is money, Brett Phillips. And you are on time, and you are on the money. Oh my, what a throw. And no, he's not supercharged, ladies and gents. This is MLB The Show 21. They don't do that crap. But man, that's a great throw. What a way to keep it tied. And then we've got a base knock here, again, all the way to the wall. No aggressive base running here. They're going to hold up at second. That was Blake Swihart with the double, his second of the early campaign. Vladimir Guerrero up, base knock here to Mookie Betts, and we've got an aggressive Blake Swihart. Is the throw on time and on the money? No, it's not. Mookie Betts. Not a betting man today, I guess. I don't know where to go with that. Either way, base knock here for Vladdy. Drives in the run. Aaron Judge gets a changeup that missed. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at that pitch track, see where this thing was. But Vizcaíno just gave him a changeup. That was a good spot. I mean, mate, I don't know. It was right in between, like down the middle and an inside part of the black of the plate. So I don't know. I'd say that there was an executed pitch, but Judge was so good. Connor Altman, let's not take anything away from this man. His time in the limelight. A solo home run here, number 2 on the season.
Attention, please.
And that one went pretty far. 440, I think, plus. Guerrero stepping in the top of the 9th inning, and there's another base knock for Pittsburgh. And you know what? I think you can tell what's happening here, right? I wouldn't have shown this hit if they didn't score. If they didn't score more runs. Bo Bichette. Deep. Way back. On the top of the roof. What a big fly. And that one went 412. Judges went further than that. It's kind of weird to me that this thing got on top of the freaking roof and somehow that one was shorter. Interesting. So bottom 9th, 10-4, make it 10-5. The ball has just been flying out of this ballpark today. Luis Garcia hits number 5 on the season for number 5 run for Oklahoma in this game. Mookie Betts going opposite field approach. He's going to get this thing into the gap for a second time. Now bottom 9, hey, crazier things have happened in this league, okay? We have seen this stuff happen before. So they're going to go with Henry Fukumori here. 13 appearances, 208 ERA. Really good averages against right-handers, but left-handers, 275. That's a little bit high for one pitcher's averages. But we see Spencer Torkelson coming up and gets the fly ball out here to left field. That's going to be caught. So 2 down here for Oklahoma. They've got a last gasp effort. Dwight Smith Jr., base knock. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Definitely going to score the run. It's going to be a 10-6 ball game here. Crazier things have happened, man. Crazier things have happened. Dun, dun, dun. I think I made that song up. Another tune. Hamburger, drawing a walk. Here comes Shane Green. 9 of 9. 5 strikeouts, no walks. What's he going to do? Ground ball here. Well, that was pointless. To try to over-dramatize the situation. Well, Pittsburgh wins. Pittsburgh wins. And it was a good offensive showing for them. They're really living up to that moniker. The Pittsburgh Hammers. Baby. Judge, home run. Altman, home run. Guerrero, 2 home runs. Bo Bichette, 1 home run. And then Jack Riddle had 7 strikeouts with 2 earned, by the way. 2 earned. So you thought that maybe with the hits he was giving up and the situations that he was in, it seemed like he was a little more shaky than he was today. I think he really stepped up. He settled down a little bit. That's good for a young pitcher. Good composure from Jack Riddle. And he got the job done. Taking a quick snapshot look here at Carolina versus Nashville. This is a former playoff matchup, I think, in year 3. I believe I said that right. Year 4, I don't think Nashville made it. But year 3, it was a nice playoff matchup, and it was kind of cool to see how they matched up against them and split the series. Now, I showed Nashville because you guys might have taken a look at the live stream the last time we went live here for this series. I talked about wanting to show Nashville and San Diego. This video does not have that game in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to live stream that game on Sunday along with Los Angeles and Colorado. The games are already done, so what we'll do is we'll just watch the videos through a live stream feed. And then after those games are done, I can simulate the rest of May, show you guys the standings there, look at June as well, and we'll prepare June for next Wednesday. I think that sounds good. But let's get into the action here. I don't want to just talk your ears off about the plan here. But Nick Senzel with a double, moving the runner all the way over to third base. Then we've got Tim Anderson. Fly ball out there to center field, Aiden Oliver. Both runners are going to try to advance here, and both will do so successfully. That was a 1-2 pitch that he decided that he was all over, that he just drilled out there to center field. But Aiden Oliver's a good center fielder, so he gets the job done out there. We've got left fielder here making the catch. I have yet to figure out who that might be. It looks like Seth Beer out there in left field, actually. All right, Sonny Gray. This season, 6 starts, 1-1, 102 whip with a 2.04 ERA, 34 strikeouts, 8 Ks. He's definitely looking like the Sonny Gray that we all know and love. Love Sonny Gray. Such a solid, solid piece. But here's a nice sight. Kiesler, Pat Kiesler, a base hit, leadoff, and a stolen base. Nice job by Pat Kiesler, custom prospect. 18.9 miles an hour, 179 pop time for the catcher. That's a little slow, in my opinion. I've seen guys get to 1.7, like that's elite. So maybe I'm too harsh on Garrett Stubbs back there. But that allows Brock Kiesler, NHL 22. That's Pat Kiesler, Alaska Huskies reference. That is Pat Kiesler with the stolen base and the base hit. Now Joey Gallo is going to be called out on strikes here. Sonny Gray pumping it right by Joey Gallo. No fear, by the way. Aiden Oliver in a full count pops it up into foul ground. That's Anthony Rizzo making the catch. And the threat for Wisconsin goes by the wayside. Next batter up here in the top of the second inning. We got Gerard Encarnacion. Deep fly ball to center field. Aiden Oliver with the huge catch. Oh my goodness, got a great jump off of the contact, the initial contact, and then the leap at the wall. Love that. I have not seen that in the GGBL. Not even once. I have never seen that animation from an outfielder. Seen a lot of dives in the infield, seen a lot of nice plays by custom prospects, but that was something to see for me. Sean Bouchard with the solo home run. Joey Wentz seeming to get in a little bit of trouble right now. We got Luigi Mazza here with a ground ball and double play ball. Got the job done. All right. Irving Lopez at second today. Twisting that thing up. Joey Wentz, you've got to play at home, by the way. You had to play at home. Probably be still 2-0 had you just thrown it to home and gotten me out there. But either way, CPU's going to CPU sometimes, and it's now 3-0. He does get the strikeout, and we're going to go here to the bottom of the fourth inning now. We've got Aiden Oliver coming up here, and he's going to lift that fly ball out there to left fielder. Ryan Mountcastle makes the catch. 2 down here. Wisconsin just can't seem to figure it out. If you guys remember, before the game started, before the teams took the field, we saw the last few games. We saw the last few games scores. They have not scored a run in this series. Wisconsin has not scored a run in this series. They have lost both games against New Orleans, and now it looks like they're going to get themselves in even more trouble as Joey Wentz leaves the bases loaded, and now it's going to be up to Alek Manoah. Tampa Bay Rays prospect. I think he's playing with the Blue Jays now. He's having himself a pretty solid season. I won't give him an elite season or a great season, but he's doing all right. I have high expectations for my bullpen arms. Infield fly as he gets the out. Let's see if he can get out of this jam, though. They're going to need it. You get down 6-0, 5-0, then we got problems. But here's Aiden Oliver giving chase and the speed, man. That's a gap shot. For most center fielders in this league, that would fall. But Aiden Oliver is so good, he makes the catch. Bottom 5, Williams Astudillo, the tortoise. Aptly named, properly named. Gets a double. Gerard Encarnacion gave it everything he had, but just not quite enough. Irving Lopez going to strike out. Next batter up, we've got Pat Kiesler. That's a ground ball, an easy ground ball normally for Tim Anderson, but he's going to muff it. That's an error. Runners on the corners here. Durang. Fly ball. Nothing doing. They've had a really tough time. They have had a really tough time getting anything going offensively, and we're going to jump all the way to the 9th inning. Tommy Canley trying to get the job done, trying to get the save to get out the broomsticks for a sweep over Wisconsin. Strikeout to Joey Gallo. A walk, though, by Aiden Oliver. That gives him a chance with one down, but there is a double play opportunity here, and Healy comes through. A 2-run homer is going to get this lead down to 1. A solo shot is all they need. Let's see who's up to bat. We've got Seth Beer, who was a hero, actually, in real life last night for the D-backs. A national beer night, no less. Williams Astudillo with 2 down. He'll fly out to Nick Senzel out there in center, and the game is over. Sonny Gray was dominant in this one. We'll take a look at his box score and his line, but man, oh man, New Orleans, I think they're playing pretty good. They're playing pretty good. They're a tough team. 9 hits today. Couldn't quite cash in some situations, but, you know, 3 runs, that's all they needed apparently with the struggling offense of Wisconsin. Look at the hit totals towards the bottom of the order, especially 2 hits, a lot of 2-hit days. But Sonny Gray, 5 Ks, only 2 walks, 2 hits allowed in 5 2/3. So just missed out on a quality start. It seems like that's always what happens with a lot of pitchers in this GGBL league. A lot of guys just don't get quality starts. They go like 5 innings. It's crazy to me. But, you know, Joey Wentz, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 7 hits, and 4 1/3. And then you're relying on your bullpen for 4 2/3. That's kind of a tough strategy, tough way to go about it. But all right, this is a pretty interesting matchup to me. Seattle has beaten San Francisco 9-7 and 12-3 in the first 2 games of the series. I'm looking for Seattle to take care of business in this one. They've got Julio Urias here on the mound, 6-1, .87 whip. I love looking at the whip instead of ERA. Like, ERA is important and everything, but whip really tells you how the pitcher's pitching and how the defense is behind it. That's honestly, like, if the ball's in play, is it a routine out? More likely it is if your whip is very good. And you're striking out a lot of guys, you know, you've got some good stuff this season. So I like that metric. Now let's look at this matchup here. We got KAJ against Miles Hendricks, a rookie pitcher in the year 4 draft class. I should say year 3 draft class. We're in year 4 now. But off-season wise, this guy was not a part of the wheel spin. I forgot about him. But he did go to San Francisco, and he's having himself a pretty nice season all the way around. You know, some inconsistency there with the control and the strikeouts and walks and everything, but he's a rookie. It's going to be interesting to see how this lefty pairs it up against Julio Urias. But here's a line drive to Satchel Michaels, and this run's going to score. This is a tough play, you know. As a first baseman, you're doing everything you can to keep it in the infield. Who knows what that would have done for extra bases at that point. You know, line drive goes all the way to right field. Hits down the line, goes all the way to the wall. Like, who knows? Who knows at that point? So good play by Michaels just to keep it in front of him, basically. Josh Donaldson going to strike out here. The big-time free agent acquisition. He's going to K, and Urias working his way through the 3rd. KAJ making an incredible throw. That's a nice throw for a first baseman. You know, a lot of first basemen can't make that play, but he is pretty athletic at first. Can play outfield as well, by the way, guys. But like we've seen from KAJ, he has been MIA. That's what I would say in this game. Wow, did I just... KAJ has been MIA. That's what I would say. Wow. I mean, he has been. He's been so bad these last 2 seasons. Year 1 and year 2 have been totally polar opposite of what he's doing here in year 3 and year 4. 220, not going to cut it. But did Byron Buxton go here? Heck no, he didn't go. I just rhymed again. What's going on right now? What's happening? Jonathan India strikes out, and he's got a few words to say to the umpire. Urias, I don't want to jinx it, but you guys saw the box score there. Not going to jinx it, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. 1-2 pitch. Jed Jerko gonna K. Miles Hendricks, nice pitch. Third strikeout of the game. And we're gonna jump ahead. Parker Bridwell is gonna come on here in the top of the 6th inning, and this is a ground ball here to Juan Franco. He's thrown out. Good hustle down the line for Buxton, but he's gone. And then Adam Hazley's gonna ruin the no-no. So Urias went 5 innings again. You can see it. The CPU does this all the time. I swear to you guys, I put the CPU manager hook a little bit, you know, more lenient, like to keep their guys in the game longer. Sometimes, like I think in year 1, people were leaving at like 4 innings, which is nuts. But either way, man, it's over. The no-hitter's over. It's a tie ball game. Hazley gets the job done for them. And then Buxton's going to make this catch. Let's jump to the top of the 7th as Bridwell's still out here, but he's giving up the base runner. Runner on first. Oh, he's going to get all the way to third base. Yeah, that's a double for Jacob Nottingham. And now it's up to Hans Kraus. He comes on at a tough spot here against Josh Donaldson, who's going to lift the fly ball deep out there to Willie Calhoun. He'll camp underneath it, make the catch, and that's definitely going to get the run in. Calhoun's throw just a little bit offline here, just a little bit, in my opinion. But you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. I don't care how slow you are. You're not going to get Jacob Nottingham from that spot in the outfield. Just not going to happen. So top 7, we get a little highlight here. Out of the inning is Hans Kraus, and we're going to jump here to the bottom of the 7th with 2 down, and Dakota Chalmers, a former Nashville Heat pitcher that's been bounced back and forth down to the minor leagues. He's part of a trade piece for San Francisco a few seasons ago. And Christian Yelich in the top of the 8th, a 2-run bomb, 370 feet. That's a line drive. I thought that might have been caught. Just like right off the bat, I didn't think that was going to be a homer. But it just carried enough. And San Francisco looks like they're going to take care of this game here as we jump into the bottom of the 8th inning to see if Seattle can mount a little bit of a comeback. We'll find out. Brody Jordan, former LA Knight. He's going to draw a walk. Franco, ground ball, should be 2. No! Drew Jackson is going to bobble it, fumble it, muff it. I don't care what you say. It's an error either way. I just rhymed again. It's unreal, man. 2-2 pitcher to Nico Horner. Wow, long fly ball. Deep drive to left. Yelich jumping at the wall. He misjudged it. It's a 3-run shot for Nico Horner, and the game's now tied. Inject that into my veins, man. Inject that Seattle crowd in my veins. Everybody's going nuts. That's unreal. Nico Horner puts a blast up on the scoreboard. So Dallas Keuchel, the lefty. We know how KJ hates lefties. 1-2 pitch. Boom! KJ! Deep to right. Gone! Seattle will take the lead 5-4. Keuchel can't believe it. He gave up a home run to the struggling Kenneth Alexander Jr. And I just don't know how to read this guy. He either will flame out in clutch situations, or he'll come through in some of the biggest moments like this. 394-foot blast, and now it's Seattle with the lead. That's back-to-back home runs. Garrett Crochet has a job to do. He's got to get 3 up and 3 down. He gets the reigning Rookie of the Year, J.J. Cabrera, down on strikes. This ground ball here to Jed Jerko, tossed across the field, and Nottingham is gone, and 1 left to get. It's Josh Donaldson. He checks his swing, but he says he went, and the umpire at first base ends the game. Seattle will come away with a victory here, and an earned victory, I would say. This is a tough San Francisco squad. But, you know, Seattle's tough, too. Will Till looking on a little bit frustrated. Josh Donaldson, of course, you know, he's taking the job of Will Till. He strikes out in a crucial moment there. Will Till's probably got to be thinking, like, you know, am I going to be a guy that that starts requesting to get out of here or not? I don't know how much longer that Josh Donaldson has, per se. But the trade day is coming up, so we'll see how it's all going to play out. But you know what? Miles Hendricks was good today. 6 innings. It's a quality start. 1 earned, 4 Ks. It's a very tough lineup. Seattle's got a lot of right-handed hitters, namely Jerko, Bonifacio, Horner. I think Franco can switch hits. So it's a tough lineup. Urias on the other side, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 hit. So you know what? My bad. Urias gave up the no-hitter. Bridwell did not give up the no-no on that home run by Hastley. Either way, you know, he pitched great. He pitched great. So, guys, on Sunday night, I will see you for 2 live stream, air quotes, live stream. I've already got the games done. San Diego, Nashville, and Los Angeles and Colorado. 2 good games. Hope you guys will hang out with me there on Sunday night to watch these 2 things. And then after the stream is done, we'll do some simulation furthermore for the month of May. So guys, leave a like if you like this thing. I will see you on Sunday night for more GGBL action. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment in the comment section below letting me know how excited you are for the rest of year 4. We've had a lot of good games, and we're starting to see a lot of custom prospects really take over the league, which is really what I want to see. I want to see more custom action going on here. So guys, I'll see you in the next one. As always, thank you for watching, and
the Coyotes and the Knights.